today we're going to start with some skincare. I'm going in with the Bliss Vitamin C Tripeptide Moisturizer, and I'm putting that all over my face. With the Shiseido Essential Energy Moisturizing Cream for under my eyes, just to add a little extra moisture. Next, I'm using the Max Strobe Cream. I'm using this under my foundation for a more glowy, luminous finish, and I'm focusing this mainly in my cheek area. For foundation, I'm using the Smashbox Studio Skin Hydrating Foundation. This is in the color 3.15, and this is a pretty medium coverage foundation. It's one of the only foundations I could find that was yellow enough to match my skin tone. Next, for contour, I'm using the Sephora bronzer in Fiji, and I'm placing it under my cheekbones and around my hairline. Next, I decided to contour my nose for the first time ever. Using the same bronzer, I started from the brow bone and went down the sides of my nose bridge. And because I don't know what I'm doing, I used the remaining bronzer and just put it all over my nose. Next, with some concealer, I'm putting it down the bridge of my nose and along the sides of my nose bridge and a little bit under my eyes. And I'm just going to be blending this out with a beauty blender. This technique is supposed to really make your nose look skinny and very well defined. And here I realized I made a rookie mistake. You shouldn't use shimmery bronzer when doing a nose contour. So instead, I used Buck from the Naked palette. Using this matte shadow, I just went back over my previous nose contour down the sides of my nose bridge, as well as across the nose bridge, just to shorten the appearance of the nose. Going back to the Sephora bronzer, I'm using this with a fluffy brush and placing it all over my eyelids as a wash of color. Next, I'm using the color Mugshot from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and with an angled brush, I'm just going to be outlining the shape for the liner. I'm staying as close as I can to the lash line here, and I'm also keeping the lines as sharp as possible. That way it'll really seem like an extension of your eye shape. Next, I'm going in with Dark Horse from the Naked palette to really darken the outer V of that wing. Next, we're using black eyeliner to really create the shape for the cat eye. If you feel like gel eyeliner might not give you precision, you can always use liquid. We're going in and we're going to start with the inner corners of our eyes and just drag it very lightly towards your nose. This is really going to create that feline shape. With the black liner, we're also going to be tracing over the shape that we created with the eyeshadow. Again, stay as close as you can to the lash line and try and keep your lines sharp. It's going to be okay if you make some mistakes. We're going to be softening the lines later with some more eyeshadow. Using Dark Horse from the Naked palette, we're going to focus this on the edges of the liner. Use the same technique that we used before. Stay close to the lash line and focus it mainly on the edges just to blur the harsh lines of the liner. And then just use whatever is left on the brush and bring it down to your lower lash line halfway. Back to the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, we're going in with Mugshot again, and same technique here, you guys. Just focus it on the edges. This is really, again, going to continue to soften the cat eye. As you can see the difference here, it really just feathers it out and makes it look very pretty, and it also really refines shape. So now just repeat on the other eye. Now with some eyeliner, so we're gonna tightline the bottom and top lash line. And as you can see here, you finally got a cat eye. Now with some concealer and a flat brush, I'm just going to be placing some underneath my eyebrows to help define it. Next, with the Anastasia Brow Gel in Ebony, I'm just going to be placing this on my eyebrows just to keep the hairs in place. Back to the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette, I'm going to be using Mugshot again. I'm using a very light hand because it is a very pigmented shadow. For blush, I'm using Warm Soul, which is a MAC blush, and I'm just going to be putting this above my contour, kind of blending it in, as well as across my nose bridge, and I'm also dragging it kind of across my cheeks as well to kind of give this flushed sunburnt look. I'm going to be using the NYX lip liner in Urban Cafe and the Tarteist lip paint in Delish. I'm just lining my lips as I usually would, and then also adding a little bit of that color on the edges of my lips, and this is just to kind of add a little bit of dimension to the color. And then I'm putting the lip paint on top and blending the two colors together. So I really wanted to do freckles, but here I definitely made some mistakes. I ended up using the same brush as I used to do my eyeliner, and what ended up happening was whatever eyeliner was left over transferred onto my skin. It looked a little gray, it didn't look natural. I definitely got a little sloppy and impatient with it. I do not recommend doing this. It looked fine on camera, so I left it, but yeah, no. Anyways, I'm using the Laura Geller highlighter in Gilded Honey, and I'm placing this on the high points of my face. To finish this look up, I'm just going to be braiding my hair in this ponytail so I can get that money shot. I'm just tying it off at the end with a hair tie, nothing too fancy, and there you go. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do not like or subscribe. Thank you for watching though. Bye!